So we're of course about to get our action underway in that pool, ladies and gentlemen, and you have a lot to look forward to this evening. So if you take a look up at the screen behind me, I'm going to talk you through the competition schedule and what we've got to look forward to. We're of course kicking off tonight's finals with the women's 400-meter freestyle. We then have the men's 400-meter freestyle. We then move into the women's 50-meter backstroke. The men's 200-meter backstroke leads us into the women's 200-meter butterfly and the men's 100-meter butterfly. We move on to the women's 200-meter breaststroke, that men's 100-meter breaststroke, and of course, finishing with the sprints. 250s, the men and the women, they are both freestyle. At the end of this, of course, we are going to have a little something extra for those of you in venue. We are going to have some relays. It is Olympic year, so all of these teams want to get out here and have a splash, have a little race in their preparations as we move towards Paris next year. But that, of course, does not count towards Swimming World Cup points. This is going to be a fun way for us to finish the night. Right, I'm going to be coming back on in just a few moments to talk you through how the points scoring system works. But for now, here's a word from some of our partners.
雪是长白山写给山外人的象形文，它记录了4394种动植物的繁衍。
All right, now some of you may have been to a World Cup before, some of you may have not. So it's my job to sort of make it a little bit easier for you how to understand how the point system is scored for these athletes. We score our athletes in two separate categories. All right, so if we take a look at this board, we start off, of course, with their ranking. So the top 8 athletes from this morning's heats made it through to the final. First place in one of the finals will score 10 points. Second place, 8 points. Third place, 6 points. Fourth place, 5 points. Fifth place is 4 points, and so on and so forth. That is how it's going to work for the first part of the scoring system. The second part is based on their aqua points, okay? So this is how their performance was, how fast they swam in the race. 1,000 points being the current world record. How close did they get to that? So if an athlete swam really fast, got close to the world record from 990 to 999, they would score 9.9 points, and so on and so forth as we move through that. So this is how it would, for example, look at the end of a race. Say an athlete places second, they would score 8 points. Their aqua points were 821, which would give them 8.2. That gives them a total of 16.2 points for that race. An athlete may choose to race 6, 7, 8, 9 events throughout the weekend. It doesn't matter, only their top 3 races will count towards the overall scoring system. So that is how these athletes are going to score their points as we move throughout the tour, but it's going to be amazing. It is, of course, our first World Cup under the new World Aquatics branding, everything like that. So we've, of course, got a new trophy as well. It's an amazing piece of art that's put together over there in Waterford Island. Hello and welcome to World Aquatics Swimming World Cup 2023. My name's John Mason. I'm going to be the host for the entire series. And for those of you who are at home who may have never watched one before and aren't too sure how the scoring system is going to work as we progress through these 3 stops, Berlin, Athens, and Budapest, I'm going to take you through it right now and hopefully make it a little bit clearer. So if we take a look at the board behind me, our athletes are scored on 2 things. The first thing they're scored on is, of course, their position in the final. So first place will get 10 points, second place will get 8 points, third place 6 points, fourth place 5 points, fifth place 4 points, sixth place 3 points, 7th place 2 points, and 8th place will get 1 point. So every athlete making it into a final will get points. The second thing that they're going to get scored on is their aqua points. Now this is based on their performance, so how fast they swim, how close they get to the current world record. That would be 1,000 points. So say an athlete swims incredibly fast and they get very close to the world record, between 990 and 999 points, they will be awarded 9.9. So on and so forth as we go down. 980 to 989 would be 9.8, etc., etc. When we combine those 2 scores, that is where we get the result for that race. For example, if an athlete swims second place, they receive 8 points. If their aqua points were 821, they would receive 8.2 points, giving them a total of 16 15.2 points. So that is how it's going to work. Of course, an athlete could swim 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races. It does not matter. Only their top 3 races from each weekend will count towards the overall ranking. So that's how it's going to work as we progress through the next 3 stops. And hopefully that has made it a little bit clearer for you all at home. So let's get into it tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Wow, there you have it, Gunnar. An amazing piece of artwork. A lot of time and effort went into this, didn't it, for World Aquatics, for what these athletes have got to look forward to now at the end of the World Cups.
That's really incredible. You know, being here, this is such a great tune-up, right? So right around the corner we have Doha World Championships, and then right after that we've got the Olympics in Paris. So it's really something special, and you know, we can really celebrate it with a really cool trophy like this.
And I mean, for you yourself, you know, you're now taking part. You were an Olympic gold medalist. You've been in the position of a lot of these athletes before. You're now taking part in the athlete intern program. What's it like being on this side of the pool?
Well, it's pretty nice. It's a lot less tiring, I'd say. I actually competed in this stop of the World Cup 10 years ago. So the competition's a lot stronger here now. The pool, you know, it looks a lot nicer. So I think they have it pretty good, and I'm excited to see some really fast swimming.
It's amazing having you on board, and wonderful work the team did over there in Waterford Island. I think the athletes got something to look forward to. All right, we are moments away from getting our racing underway, so it's time to bring out our officials. Referees for the men's events, Daphne Bird. The referee for the women's events, Bjorn Sticken. Our starter for the men's events, Roland Cole. Our starter for the women's events, Dominic Volkny. Our World Aquatics technical delegate, Craig Hunter. Technical officials, you may now take your seats. We're about a minute away from getting our action underway, guys. So this is your opportunity to get behind your athletes, okay? It's the first stop of the World Cup here in Berlin. We got loads of stars competing. We got Adam Peavy. We have Thomas Chekon. We have the Campbell sisters. We have Shin Hye-Hek. We have Lani Pallister. We've got Kylie Mars. The list goes on and on. It's going to be an amazing night of racing. So, whoever you're supporting, I can see some flags in here, get behind your athletes, all right? Clap your hands, stamp your feet, cheer, whoop, holler, whatever. It's our first night. Let's have a whole lot of fun. It's also a Friday night, so let's enjoy ourselves and have a good one. But it's time to get into it, Berlin.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to the classic Schwimm- und Sprunghalle, or SSE, here in the Europa Sport Park in Berlin, Germany, where we're about to kick off the 2023 edition of the World Aquatics Swimming World Cup. Once again, the tried and trusted hope, Berlin, is one of the three venues given the honour of hosting this high-class aquatic series. Each stop spread over 3 days of intense competition, starting right here in Berlin. The races will take place, as we've become accustomed to, the year prior to an Olympic year, in a long course 50-metre pool, with heats occupying the morning session and the finals being swum in the evening. Some innovations on show this year include new trophies to the eventual winners of the series. Beautiful trophies they are as well, supplied by Waterford Crystal, depicting a classic swimming cap and goggles. Very nice indeed. And gunning for those trophies, of course, and the significant prize money on offer. The successful swimmers during the series will be a plethora of elite names, many of whom have made their way to the German capital, including, of course, the defending series champions, Peter Nelson of the United States and Trinidad and Tobago's Dylan Carter. Well, without any further ado, it's time to get the action started. We start off with the women's 400-metre freestyle. Just to give you an idea of what they're chasing in terms of financial reward. Winner of a race in the World Cup takes home $12,000 US, 10,000 for second place, 8,000 for third. There certainly is financial incentive, but it's not all about that, it's about the racing as well. Perfect way to start fine honing ahead of a very busy year next year. Do have the World Championships in Doha in February, already in February. Hard to believe. And then, of course, the Olympic Games in Paris, the big one.
And in lane 4, representing New Zealand, Erica Fairweather.
Erica Fairweather, who impressed this morning. Took the top spot in the women's 400-metre free, producing a time of 4 minutes 6.46 to hold a near 3-second advantage over Isabel Gorsa of Germany, Claire Weinstein of the United States, and Lani Pallister of Australia, certainly among the other candidates looking for the win here in our first race of the series. With no limit to the number of events a swimmer can compete in per meet. However, only a swimmer's top 3 best events, based on the total of their position and performance points, or aqua points as they're called, are counted towards their score. Any championship finalists can score between 1 and 10 points based on their top 8 placement, with the first place earning a swimmer 10 points. Our 8th place earns just 1. So then away we go. Fairweather, the favourite in lane 4. Winner of this World Cup event last year. Goes in lane number 7. Siobhan Haughey from Hong Kong. Fairweather at the first split, 27.89. Bronze medalist, of course, at the Worlds, the Kiwi. In that fantastic race, which produced a new world record for Titmus. Some calling it the race of the century. I've had that bandied around a few times down the years, but it was a fantastic piece of racing. Ledecky, Titmus, along with Fairweather, who played her parts. Still out in front, Fairweather. Second place at the moment. Here's Lani Pallister of Australia. Oceania 1-2. World Cup record belongs to another Kiwi, Lauren Boyle. Set back in 2015. 4 minutes 04.26. Factor targets for fair weather. Still these two out in front by some way. Down to Jorge. Just going past Gorsa. In fact, she's not. She's still in fourth. Cracking battle going on there between the German and the swimmer from Hong Kong. Not much to choose between Pallister and Fairweather at the moment. In fact, Pallister has eased into the lead. Fairweather answers immediately, retakes that advantage. Coming up to the 350 splits. Not much to choose between them, but it is Fairweather who has a slight advantage. Pallister starting to motor now. Fairweather kicks again and immediately ekes out her body length. And it is going to be the Kiwi who opens her accounts in this year's World Cup Series with a win. And not only that, it's a World Cup record for Fairweather. And gets one over on her compatriot, Lauren Boyle. Held the record since 2015. It's now been broken. For 0-1-0-9. Well, what a kid to kick off the event here in Berlin. The brand shiny new World Cup record, courtesy of Erica Fairweather. For 0-1-0-9. Pallister finishing at a time of 4:02.07. And Jorge taking third spot, 4:05.30 finishing time. As usual, we'll be getting a few words with the winner from poolside with our reporter John Mason.
Well, I tell you what, that wasn't a bad way to start the weekend's racing. Erica, congratulations, a World Cup record. Heading into that, obviously your race plan and execution went to plan, came out with that gold.
Oh, super stoked, you know, it's been a fierce competition. These girls gave me nothing short of that.
And I know you sort of said this, Lani, to me yesterday as well. You know, coming into this, it was a stacked field. This was such a strong sort of race. It was just going to be testing to see how we were at this part of the season. They all pushed you on.
Absolutely. Erica's one of the only females that have ever broken 4 minutes in the 400 freestyle. So I think it's pretty important coming to these races and racing people of her caliber. So stoked with a small PB. I didn't expect that. But yeah, good start to the meet.
Great start. And over to you, Siobhan. You know, you just came off the back of the Asian Games, swimming some very, very fast times there. Are you tired heading into the World Cups? There's been so much racing since Fukuoka.
Yeah, but I really enjoy racing, and that's why I'm trying to also do different events. At these World Cups, I don't typically do the 400, so I'm really happy with the time, and yeah, hopefully I can carry on with the momentum into all the other World Cup stops.
Look, I love watching you come and race at these, and you guys all did so amazing. Congratulations, Erica. Ladies and gentlemen, your top three.
I needed to forget that Siobhan was involved in the Asian Games as well. It has been back-to-back competitions for her, one with the Worlds and then the Asian Games, and now the World Cup Series getting underway.
Is the men's 400-meter
Good job, she enjoys racing.
Final.
We're moving swiftly on. It's time for the men and the 400 metres. Sweden's Victor Johansson clocked the fastest time of 3 minutes 48.66 this morning. He's one of only two swimmers who dipped under 350 in the morning session, joined by USA's Kieran Smith, who recorded 3:49.94. Home hero Lucas Martins, South Africa's Matt Sates, and Australia's Brendan Smith will be looking to upset the apple cart in this one, I'm sure.
Sixth, for New Zealand, Zach Reed.
Zach Reed.
In lane 3,
51.07 is qualifying time. Know what this man's capable of. He's firing on all cylinders.
In lane 5, representing United States of America, Kieran Smith. And in lane
Smith
4,
will certainly be there or thereabouts.
Sweden, Victor Johansson.
There's the top seed from Sweden, Victor Johansson.
This is the men's 400-meter freestyle final.
A world record holder in this particular event. You'll be familiar with the crowd in these parts. German Paul Biedermann still holds the record, 14 years on, set in 2009. 3 minutes 40.07, which is set in Rome. About to get underway, the second race. It's first finals evening in the World Aquatics Swimming World Cup in Berlin. Men's 400-meter freestyle.
Und das ist im Wasser das erste Finale der Männer hier bei diesem Stopp in der Weltcup-Tour in Berlin. Voller schnellster in diesem Rennen eingerannt auf dem gelben Wagen. Auf der Bahn 4 Victor Johansson, Langstreckenspezialist aus.
Going out hard, it seems.
Hier die Vorlaufschnellste Zeit im Wasser am Vormittag.
Thanos Rapsis down in lane 8.
Zweitschnellste Q2 auf dem gelben Wagen in der Mitte, eingerahmt von einem starken Starterfeld.
He swam well within himself this morning. Completely different tactic here. Taking the bull by the horns from the off.
Auf der Bahn 8 Danas Rapsis, auch kein Unbekannter, sammelte bereits 34 Medaillen bei den Weltcup-Stopps in den letzten Jahren, 16 davon Gold. Und wenn er das
An experienced campaigner when it comes to the World Cup circuit.
Wir sehen hier einen Hammerrennen, geht hier an 0,71 Sekunden unter der Weltrekordsplitzeit sogar aktuell. Also wenn er das hier so steht, da hat scheinbar einer was vor. Gucken wir mal, wie sich das entwickelt. Jetzt auf der dritten Bahn hier Danas Rapsis auf der 8 für Litauen. Wurde Dritter bei der Weltmeisterschaften auf der Kurzbahn. Und halt schon ein Ziel geführt.
Eked out a decent little lead for himself early on, but it is early on. Needs to be stressed.
0,06 Sekunden, also das Anfangstempo der ersten 100 Meter hält er nicht, aber wir gucken mal, wie sich das Rennen weiterentwickelt.
So the 34 medals in the World Cup down the years. The man from Lithuania. 16 of those medals have been gold. He knows what it's like to win in these surroundings. At the moment, looking very comfortable indeed. A lot tighter for second spots.
Also weiterhin ein sehr schnelles Rennen vom Litauen auf der 8.
Victor Johansson, the top seed from this morning, was in second at the last split. Brendan Smith of Australia in third.
Heute Morgen war eigentlich nur Neunter, hatte sich das ein schon mal abgemeldet hat und ist jetzt hier reingerutscht in dieses Finale und was ein Rennen.
Rapsis going for the throat early on.
Dafür Danas Rapsis jetzt hier in das Finale und was für ein Rennen.
Also 2:49.32. Split time at 300.
Mal sehen, ob er sich wieder den neuen World Cup Record hier sichert, seine eigene Bestmarke von vor 10 Jahren.
He really has
Dahinter das Feld nah beieinander noch.
done a number on this field. Come out and blitzed them in the final. Rapsis. Camouflaging his real form this morning, obviously. And that tactic has paid off in spades for him. Powering home. Oh, outside the World Cup record. His World Cup record from 2019. 3:43.91, but the win going to Danas Rapsis. Enjoyed that 3:44.86. There were perhaps a few eyebrows raised this morning. Scraping into this final, but once there, certainly didn't disappoint, did he? Great swim from the man from Lithuania. And another gold medal to add to that collection. It's 17 for him now. In these surroundings. Confirmation then, Johansson taking second, just ahead of Kieran Smith of USA. The two Smiths having a real old battle for that third spot. Kieran Smith getting the better of Brendan Smith.
I tell you what, he does it in style, doesn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Danas, I'm going to jump in here. First reserve coming in from lane 8. You went out like nearly a second under world record pace and absolutely smashed that. You had something to prove.
Oh man, that was like really easy race, so I'm 44 and I'm really happy.
It was an amazing start. And I know you, Victor, and Kieran were kind of like racing each other, had no idea he was over there in the outside lane.
I had no idea he was out there that quick. I thought we had the race in the middle, but clearly not, so really impressive swim.
Did amazing stuff. And Kieran, of course, back on the World Cup tour. That was a great battle to sort of start it. You're doing it for the next 3 weeks. It should be a fun one.
That was a fun one. I'm trying to play with my strategy in the 400 freestyle, especially in long course. In short course, I'm comfortable taking it out really fast, trying to figure out what's best for me. So, and obviously, so proud of this guy for going 344.
Absolutely crushed it. 344. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dennis Raptors and your top three.
Well, he certainly deserves that applause. No one saw it coming. Didn't seem surprised himself. And it was obviously as easy as it looked, according to him.
The Backstroke final.
Now then, time for one of the shorter distances, the women's 50-metre backstroke. Anna Roosval ran a swim off to get here.
In lane 1, representing Netherlands, Tessa Gile. In 7, for Poland, Paulina Pida.
Kylie McEwen of Australia certainly threw down the gauntlet in the women's
2, representing Czechia,
50-metre
Simona Kubova.
backstroke heats this morning, producing a very dominant time of 27.55.
For Canada,
The only swimmer to go under 28 seconds.
In lane 3, representing Canada, Ingrid Will.
Just have to see if she's left anything in the tank.
In lane 5,
Mikey de Waard
representing Netherlands,
the Netherlands could give her
de Waard.
a run for her money.
And in lane 4, representing Australia, Kaylee McEwen.
Yu Zhang has the World Cup record here, set in home waters in Jinan
final.
back in 2019, 27.35. So McEwen wasn't too far away from that record this morning, so why not? Kylie Maas, obviously another contender. So McEwen in lane 4, Mikey de Waard in lane 5, Kylie Maas, the Canadian, in lane 6. Away they go. A good start from de Waard. It's the 3 we mentioned earlier, going well early on. McEwen with a slight lead. She's increasing that lead, and it's going to be her brace and a new World Cup record as well. She seemed to find another gear at about 35 metres and pulled away from the rest of the field. Kaylee McEwen. So that's an impressive swim from the Aussie. And she snatches the World Cup record from the clutches of Yu Zhang. Shaving a tenth of a second. Just over a tenth of a second off of that record, 27.24 her time. And Ingrid Will coming through to take second spot ahead of de Waard, the Canadian.
Also, wir mussten über die 50 Meter Rücken schon Bombenzeiten geliefert werden, um auf dem Treppchen zu landen. Also alle unter der 28 und allen voran mit einem World Cup Record von Kaylee McEwen.
We'll be absolutely stoked with that, I'm sure. We'll be hearing from her soon. She has a few words with John Mason.
Well, I tell you what, we have kick-started the weekend's racing in spectacular fashion. This is our second World Cup record of the night. Right, Kaylee McEwen, ladies and gentlemen. Kaylee, you did amazing things at Fukuoka over the summer. And I know you're coming in here, you're saying your back was playing up a little bit. But you looked in amazing form out there. How did that feel for you?
Look, it's really nice to just be over in Europe and racing's the best form of training. So, you know, it's great to be amongst these girls.
Nice to start your weekend with the 50, right?
Love the 50, don't love the 2.
Hey, speaking of, Ingrid, you said to me the other day, you took a bit of time off after Fukuoka. This is sort of getting back into fitness, fighting form. Your weekend gets harder as it goes along. How did that, give you a little bit of confidence sort of as we move to the 1 tomorrow and the 2 on Sunday?
Honestly, yeah, even this morning, going the 28 low, going what I've been at my best in season, right off the bat after only training for like a couple of weeks, was a definite confidence booster like you mentioned. I'm still nervous for the 100 and the 200. We'll see how much that whips me into shape, but...
We'll roll the dice. We'll see how it goes. I'll be watching. And Micah, just quickly over to you. Congratulations, 3rd place. You're a staple here at the World Cups. Long course, obviously a different beast than usual.
Yes, it's different, but I'm happy. It's in an Olympic season, so yeah, it's good for us, I think.
I loved watching you all do that. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your top 3.
Well, we're going to stay with the backstroke. A little bit longer, though. The one that the girls are looking forward to.
200-meter backstroke final.
And men's 200.
In lane 8, representing
Japan's
Germany,
national record
Cornelius Jan.
Yosuke Iria holds the national record in Japan, produced the only time under 2 minutes this morning, 1:59.96. We'll certainly start favourites in the final here.
In lane 7, representing Hungary, Benedikt Kovac.
Benedikt Kovac of Hungary goes in lane 7.
In 2, representing Australia, Mitchell Larkin.
This morning, Mitch Larkin. Good to see him again.
In lane 6, representing Australia, Joshua Edward Smith.
Larkin, another swimmer, well used to these surroundings.
In 3 for Italy, Thomas Chekhov. In 5 for New Zealand, Kane Follows. And in lane 4, representing Japan, Ryosuke Ide.
Here's then the favourites.
This is the men's 200-meter backstroke final.
So he's not going to have things his own way, any stretch of the imagination. Experienced campaigners out there. I say Mitch Larkin, one of them. 30 now, Mitch. Amazing, 82 medals at the World Cups. Mitch Larkin, 41 of them gold. Not a bad harvest. Also has the World Cup record set back in 2015. 1:53.17. Field flanked by 2 local swimmers, Dina and Jan. Hope to impress in home waters. Coming out strong, Thomas Ciccon, the Italian. 27:38. Moving up is Kane Follows as well. For Ciccon, 100 meters, 57.73. Three-pronged lead at the moment. Ciccon follows. It's the movement from Ciccon. Decided to start going through the gears. Impressively as well. Well, that was impressive. Came up off the wall. Three of them together. Thomas Ciccon decided with about 25 metres to go that he'd had enough of that. Set off for home in impressive style. And a win for Italy and for Thomas. Win 1:56.64. His winning time. Here's Hokia Iri coming through to take second spots. Joshua Edwards-Smith leads the podium there. Third spots. 1:58.99 for the Japanese. 1:59 for Edwards-Smith. Impressive acceleration from Ciccon. It's been an amazing feeling to have that on tap.
Congratulations. First of all, Thomas, I know the 200's not a favourite of yours. Your legs must be burning. But you went out there fast and just dominated that race. A great start to your World Cups.
Yeah, it's a very good start. That's my best by 3 seconds. So, yeah, I'm super happy. I didn't expect that. 1:56 for me is very fast, so I take it.
We'll take it as well. Congratulations. And Breaststroke, you over here. You know, we just came off the back of the World Championships in Fukuoka. That must have been amazing to have that on home soil. And now Olympic season. You feeling pretty good as we sort of start to ramp up again?
Yeah, I couldn't get a good result in this race, but I'm so happy to back in racing the World Cup.
We love having you. It's amazing. Joshua, you know, Team Australia's got a big team over here this year. There's loads of you. Obviously, great to have, you know, such a big team out on the World Cups. What are you sort of focusing on as we move through the next couple of weeks?
Our goal coming into this meet was really just to get experience. So it's really great to race, you know, some of the best backstrokers of all time and get that experience. So just have fun, get the experience, and yeah, have a good time.
Just enjoy yourself. And I can't wait to see what you guys do over the rest of the few weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, your top three.
It's a great attitude to have. Joshua Edwards-Smith. Come over and learn from the best in the game. Sounds like a solid enough tactic.
200-meter butterfly final.
No rest for the wicked. We move on.
In lane 8, representing Serbia, Anja Kliva.
Women's 200-meter fly now.
In lane 1, representing Japan, Chiho Mitsuguchi.
Also at the Asian Games, straight off of that Asian Games, Zhang Yufei logged the time of 2:09.98 this morning to capture the top seed in the women's 200 metres.
Representing Denmark,
25-year-old Zhang took an impressive 6 gold medals in Hangzhou last week.
Agiha Tanigawa.
Threats in this final, possibly American Katie Grimes.
For Bosnia and Herzegovina,
And this lady,
Lana Puda,
who clinched the 2nd and 3rd seeds respectively this morning.
In lane 5, representing United States of America, Katie Grimes.
Another American that has the World Cup record at the moment.
And in lane 4,
Camille
the
Adams.
People's Republic of China, Zhang
Sent
Yufei.
in Moscow back in 2015. 2 minutes 06.33.
This is the women's 200
her
meter
World
butterfly
Cup record
final.
time. Certainly have a tradition in this event, the Chinese. Yu Jige, the world record holder, 2:01.81. They're in the water. It's women's 200 meter fly. Zhang, one of the first to rise. Already an impressive lead for the Chinese. Was down this first 50. He's taken a stranglehold on proceedings straight away here. Lana Puda was second at the turn. Grimes in third. Starting to eat into that lead.
Auch Lana Puda auf der Bahn Nummer 3, die Junioren-Weltmeisterin über diese
Still in the lead is Zhang Yufei.
mit dabei und natürlich auch auf der Bahn Nummer
to try and reel her in.
Katie Grimes, die hier vorne unterwegs ist und auch auf jeden Fall eine Zeit unter 2:10.
She still has a full body length
Schon auf die letzten 50 Meter immer noch in Führung.
as she turns for home. Fantastic race going on at the moment for second spots.
Da muss sie noch mal auf den letzten 50 Metern richtig Gas geben. Das ist hier für einen World Cup Rekord reicht. Vielleicht unterstützt das Publikum jetzt noch
At the moment, Zhang very much favourites to take the win.
Über die 200 Schmetterlinge, die Arme werden schon etwas länger, das sieht man. Aber mit der
Flying down this final 50.
Zum nächsten World Cup Rekord vielleicht schwimmen. Die letzten 5 Meter.
Let's have a look at the time. 2:06.33. She does get the win ahead of Denmark's Helena Rosendahl-Bach. It was never really in doubt, was it? Really took control of that race from the off. As soon as she hit the water, she was away. And now but relinquish that stranglehold. Lana Puda coming through to take third spots. 2:07.11, so just outside the World Cup record for Zhang Yufei. Bach's time 2:08.74. Far behind was Lana Puda, 2:08.90. She looks pretty pleased with that.
Also eine herausragendere Leistung von Yufei Chang.
It's off the mark. Full pot, 10 points. Zhang Yufei.
He's the team leader from Denmark and Israel. He's the team leader from Denmark and Israel. Come to the technical official.
Well, Berlin, give it up for your champion, Zhang Yufei. Zhang, that was a fantastic. I'm just going to squeeze in here, Helena. That was a fantastic race. I love watching you race. Always so smiley. Did you enjoy that?
Yes, I'm enjoying. But 200 butterfly is a horrible event.
It is horrible. I know, Helena, you said you guys were dying. I won't keep you here long, but a nice way to start your World Cups.
Thank you. I'm really happy, and I love racing against these very fast women, so it was very nice, and I had fun.
I'm glad you did. And over here to you, Lana. I know this is a great event for you. You've stepped up on the world stage at such a young age and do amazing things. That was a great start.
Yeah, this is a really good start of the season. The World Junior Championships was not long ago, so I'm happy to continue with good racing, and I'm really happy.
I love watching you do it. They've swam an amazing swim. You've got some fans in here too, Lana. Give them a wave. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your top three.
Young Lana Puda there, 17 years of age. Can see a lot of her in the coming years, I'm sure.
This is the men's 100-meter
More butterfly now.
Final.
Turn of the men, and we halve the distance. Men's 100-meter fly.
Representing United States of America, Trenton Julian.
Oh, great swim from Australia's Ben Armbruster. Certainly looks to have shaken off that rib injury that kept him out of the World Championships. Produced the fastest 100-meter butterfly performance of his career, in fact, this morning. He set the fastest heat time,
In lane 7,
stopping at
Poland,
51.67. The only swimmer to break 52 seconds, in fact, Ben. USA's Michael Andrew took second.
Representing Singapore,
52 dead, while Balawazi. Cody Simpson was third fastest this morning, 52.18 from him.
In lane 6, representing Poland, Adrian Juskiewicz. In 3 for Australia, Cody Simpson. In 5 for United States of America, Michael Andrew.
World Cup record belonging to Mr.
And
Swimming
in
World
lane
Cup
4,
himself, Chad
representing
Leclerc.
Australia, Ben Armbruster.
51.04. Set that back in 2015 as well. A good year for the records, have to say. 2015.
This is the men's 100-meter butterfly final.
Plenty of Australian interest. 2 Poles, 2 Americans, also in the final. And Cheng Wen Kwa from Singapore in lane 2. Our favourite goes in lane 4. And Armbruster. Two lengths of the pool. And away they go.
And we are off mit der schnellsten Reaktionszeit da auf der Bahn 2. Penguin. So geht's hier auf diese 100 Meter Schmetterling. Wir schauen gespannt ins Becken. Der Vorlaufschnellster war hier auf der Bahn 4.
Even starts, as you'd expect.
Mit persönlicher Bestzeit heute Vormittag. Also die 51,67 Qualizeit hier. Das war seine persönliche Bestzeit.
So, Michael Andrew was taking command.
Nochmal schneller im Angang. Michael Andrew aktuell.
Armbruster in second. Qua was in third. Who has come off the wall in best shape? Well, the race is on now. Michael Andrew looking very powerful indeed. Centre of picture, and it is going to be Andrew who's going to take this out. Gets there just ahead of Armbruster. And a fine finish from Trenton Julian out in lane 8. As he comes through to take third spot. Fine swim from Michael Andrew. Well, we know he's got it in his tank, definitely. Really threw it down in the first 50. Armbruster came back at him, but the experienced American.
100-meter butterfly, there's 0.03 seconds between Michael Andrew coming in first and 51.66
Had enough
and then
defend the Aussie off.
51.69 seconds. What a finish. And coming in third.
Great piece of racing from Michael Andrew.
0.06 seconds. That's Trenton Julian. Also Top-Rennen hier von den Herren über diese Strecke und ein
Trenton Julian coming out of nowhere to grab that third spot.
4 und 5. Da sind wir gespannt, was da auf den nächsten Tagen auf den 50 Meter Schmetterling und 200 Sprint noch gibt und freuen uns auf weitere Rennen.
To hear from our winner.
Die jetzt gleich bei John im Interview
Go
sind.
down to Paul Slide and our reporter John Mason.
Well, I tell you what, it doesn't get much closer than that. Congratulations. I'm going to squeeze in here, guys. Michael, you're back on the World Cups. You haven't won a race in the World Cup in so long. Been a few years. You're one of the staples. That was amazing.
Thank you. No, it's fun to be back in Berlin. You guys are the best. It's a fast pool. Last time I swam here was 2019, so good to kick it off with a win.
Well, I tell you what, we're so happy you're back. It's awesome to have you. And Ben, that was so close, 0.03. But obviously, it's the start of the World Cup series. It's going to be a battle with you guys as we move through the rest of the competitions.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that, very consistent. Considering this morning's time, I'm just happy to be able to run it back in Athens.
Can't wait to see it as well. And Trenton, you're back as well. You did it with your teammate, two Team USA on the podium. It's a nice way to kick it off.
Always a good way to start it, yeah. I mean, after these guys, that was a super close race, so super happy to be racing those guys and just be getting the experience under the belt.
Wait, well, we'll see what you do in Athens, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your top three.
Well, consistency is everything. Brewster touching on it there. Happy that he was able to replicate his swim from this morning. And that's what it's all about for these swimmers, especially at the big championships.
Israel,
To battle your way through qualifying to get to the final. Try and
in lane 1,
keep that
representing Estonia,
Can't be easy.
Peneli Yefimova.
As we move on to the women's 200-meter breaststroke.
In 7 for Croatia, Anna Blažević.
The Netherlands, Tess Schalken make her presence felt this morning. Fine morning swim, 2 minutes 23.89, less than half a second from a new world record. Aussie Jenna Strotch was closest to her, clocking 2 minutes 25.12. She continues her recovery following surgery, which of course kept her out of the world. Good to see her back, swimming well.
Nikoleta Trnikova. In lane 5, representing Australia, Jenna Strotch.
Is the holder of the World Cup record. Set in Tokyo in 2019, 2 minutes 22.35.
Tess Schouten. This is the women's 200-meter breaststroke final.
Let's see if she can maintain that form from this morning. Tess. Interesting after seeing what Rapsis did in the first race. The second race, rather, the men's 400-meter freestyle. If there's anyone else who's been camouflaging their form. Seem to be completely under the ice this morning. The man from Lithuania. He shocked everybody by going on and winning that race earlier this evening. As they're in the water then for the women's 200-meter breaststroke.
Heute Morgen in den Vorläufen des Schauten am schnellsten 2:23,89. Und mal gucken, ob sie hier auch noch mal einen draufsetzen kann, denn auch hier ist der World Cup Record in Reichweite. Gehalten von Tatjana Schönbecker.
See what sort of opening we get from Tess Shotgun.
Jahr 2019. Wer auch da gerne in die Richtung schwimmen möchte, ist Jenna Stroh. Ist immerhin Vize-Kurzbahn-Weltmeisterin
in front
in Melbourne
with her for company. She does have Jenna Stroh.
Schouten kennt sie natürlich auch hier aus in Berlin. Sie hat nämlich letztes Jahr hier die Strecke, damals noch auf der Kurzbahn, letztes Jahr hier beim World Cup in Berlin gewonnen. Auch bei den Weltmeisterschaften natürlich groß unterwegs, Dritte der Weltmeisterschaften. Also weiß sie, wie man diese Strecke schnell
It's good that they do this. We're used to seeing
nach den ersten 100 Metern
short 25-meter pulls on the Swimming World Cup series. Ahead of Olympic year.
Ist Enyi Sim aus Singapur
Always,
auch noch mit dabei.
Racing the longer pool.
Gemeldet wird hier eine
Perfect way
1:08,41.
to get
Das
some
ist knapp
training in.
über ihrem niederländischen
Competitive
Rekord,
training.
den sie hält, 2:21,63 geschwommen in
Ahead
Fukuoka.
of the
Damals
big
der
championships
7,75.
taking place
Aber auch der
in
ist in Reichweite
2024.
von der
The Worlds and the
2:22,35,
Olympics.
die wir eben genannt haben für den World Cup Record. Jetzt geht's gleich auf die letzten 50
gonna be
Meter.
vital
Und jetzt
now,
kommt
this
auch der
turn.
Angriff von Jenna Stroh. Hier wendet sie schon als Erste auf die letzten 50 Meter. Und jetzt gucken wir mal, ob Tess Schouten
This is still wide open, this race.
noch mal dagegenhalten kann. Kopf an Kopf rennen hier auf den letzten 35
Real
Metern.
head to head.
Züge immer noch lang. Keiner setzt
Stroch came out in front. Tess Schouten looking to get back at her.
Es ist Tess Schouten, die zieht hier leicht die Frequenz an. Hat eine Länge
Great
Vorsprung,
race developing
eine Länge
between
Vorsprung,
these
jetzt
two.
schon rausgeschwommen für die letzten
But it is
15
Schouten
Meter. Schwimmt
who
sie
looks
das
to
hier
have
nach
the
Hause
edge.
oben auf der Bahn Nummer 2.
Has
Kommt
half
auch
a body
noch mal
length.
die Sim auf.
And she's stretching
Aber
out now.
siegt
And
hier
it is the
in der
lady
Zeit
from the
von
Netherlands that takes it.
22,13.
And it's another World Cup record that's gone
Sie
here
hat es geschafft
in Berlin.
und auf den
A
letzten
fine,
Metern
fine
mit dem
swim
das klar
from
gemacht.
Tess Schouten,
Und
who's delighted with that, as well she should be.
auf das offizielle Ergebnis.
2:22.13,
World Cup Record von Tess
the new World Cup record time.
2:22,13 unterbietet sie
Leapfrogs
die Zeit von Tatjana
Schoenmakers 2:22.35.
Da hat sie natürlich, kann sie ihren Dank nochmal an die Bahn Nummer 5
A fine way to open her 2023 Swimming World Cup accounts.
gefordert hat und damit das Beste aus ihm rausgeholt hat. Dann ist hier diese Zeit nochmal unterbieten.
Stroch coming in second, 2:23.60 her time. And in third place, Letitia Sim of Singapore, 2:24.15. I think she's going to be really chuffed with that when we get a word with her shortly. Pushed all the way by Jenna Stroch. That sort of competitive racing will always push you to perform.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have had some amazing racing tonight. That's our third World Cup record of the night. Tess, it's a tough one. I know you love it. I'm going to squeeze in here, Jenna. I know the 200, I know you love it. You guys were neck and neck down there in that final before we came into the final 50, and Tess, foot went onto the gas. Did you see where she was?
Yeah, well, on the left stern, I saw her next. It's like, oh, shit.
Tess!
Oh, sorry. Well, I came here to win, and that's what I did. So I'm really happy. First race of the Olympic season, so it's good.
And I know it's a lot. You've got 4 weeks of racing. We're doing the World Cups, and then you got one tapped onto the end of that, right?
Yeah, it's tough, but I'm looking forward. I mean, I think racing always makes me a better swimmer. You learn a lot from it, especially when you do it like week after week. So I'm happy with it. It's good.
Jenna, you gave her a run for her money as we came into that final 50, but that's obviously something you can try and catch her on as we move through the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a while since I've raced, coming back from injury, so it's nice to get out there, race fast, and have some great competition in Test as well.
Welcome back. We're really happy to have you. And Letitia, not forgetting you getting that third place. That was a great race out here over on the outside. Did you enjoy it? You had fun?
Oh, for sure. I think it was a lot of fun just getting up and racing. I had like Asian Games a couple weeks ago, so that was really, really fun. And just carrying the momentum into this meet, it's been really great.
See it. A lot of you guys from Team Singapore looking great. So good luck for the rest of the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, your top three.
And again, that performance from Strach, proof enough that she's put that surgery behind her now, which is great to see.
This is the men's 100-meter breaststroke final.
As we move on with our next final.
In lane 8, representing Poland, Jan Kulosowski.
Is the race that a lot of people have come to see. Taking nothing away from the other competitors, but this final is yummy to say the least. Just look at the starters in this field. Nick Fink, Adam Peaty, Kasper Kubo, Chin Ha-yang, Arno Kambinger, Nicolo Martinenghi, Taku Taniguchi, Jan Kulosowski. Adam Peaty is coming back to swimming. Well publicised problems ahead of the national championships in his home, UK. Won his heats. Solid first 50. Slow towards the end. Chin Ha-yang looking very impressive this morning.
Representing People's Republic of China, Chin Ha-yang.
Nick Fink, don't forget, won every breaststroke race at last year's World Cup, winning the so-called crown.
This is the men's 100-meter breaststroke final.
Chin Ha-yang set a new World Cup record this morning. Fired off a 58.41 to claim the top seed here. Peaty qualified with the 5th pass this time, 1:00.03. Chin Ha-yang, don't forget, swept the board in the breaststroke at the Worlds, did the same thing recently, less than 2 weeks ago, at the Asian Games, setting 3 new Asian Games records as well. The 50, 26.35, the 100-meter breaststroke, 57.76, and the 200, 2:07.03. He's in fantastic form at the moment. Lengths of the pool. What a race this could be. Can anyone stop Chin? Form he's in at the moment.
wo Asienrekord über
Very
die
doubtful.
50 Meter Brust schwimmt. Und das ist hier das größte Rennen dieser Nacht. Der Olympiasieger auf der 2, Adam Peaty, gegen den amtierenden Weltmeister Haijian Qin. Also,
He's gone out strongly again, the Chinese. He's determined to put in a very dominant performance here. Now that Peaty has returned, he wants to show him there's a new man on the throne, and he's powering away here. So no one is going to catch Qin. Turn 27.09. In a league of his own here. Wins it with a new World Cup record. 57.69. Goes under 58 seconds, and a fantastic swim from the Chinese athlete. Second spot goes to Arno Kamminga of the Netherlands. There's two Dutchmen on the podium as Casper Corbeau comes through to take third. Nick Fink in fourth. Adam Peaty down in sixth. He's got some way back, Peaty, but it's just nice to have him back competing. And that will give him a first taste of what he's up against. In Haijian Qin.
For this world-class race with Haijian Qin finishing in a World Cup record time. Give it up.
Impressive swimming again from the Chinese, and what a year he's having. Another record falls.
Well, guys, the men's breaststroke throughout this World Cup is going to be amazing. That was basically a world's final. That was sick to watch. Qin, congratulations. World Cup records on your first World Cup. You've got some fans in here as well. Hi. Very nice race.
Yeah, very nice. And I'm very...
No.
Yeah, I'm so happy to join World Cup. It's my... Lately, I've been long time, first time to join World Cup. So I'm very happy, and thank you.
We've got some fans watching in China. You want to say something to them in Chinese?
大家熬夜注意身体，不要熬太晚。
We love it. And Arno, of course, a great race for you and Casper getting up here with your Netherlands teammate. Awesome to have you guys back on, and a great start. It's going to be a tough race in that throughout the series.
Yeah, I'm really happy with my result, and especially for Casper making the Olympic cut here, so congrats.
Did you? Well, I think we're going to come over and say congratulations, Olympic cut. The big smile says it all.
Yeah, thank you so much. I've been working really hard, and it's been nice to make this new transition to a new coach with Mark. And it looks like it's working, so I'm excited.
I love you, Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your top three.
Well, that's good news for Casper. He's made the Olympic cut. 59.27. Great man to have in your camp, Arno Kamminga.
50-meter freestyle final.
That really is going to be interesting to watch what happens in the men's breaststroke now. Are we seeing a changing of the guard?
In lane 1, representing Singapore,
Forget that
Ting Wen Kwa.
Qin is also
In 7, representing
5 years
Singapore,
younger than Peaty.
Jing Ki Lim.
Certainly won't like
In
me
lane
reminding
2,
him of that.
representing Germany, Jessica
But he is a
Felsner.
fantastic competitor. Adam
In
Peaty,
lane
and I'm sure
6,
they're going to
representing
have
Australia,
plenty of battles
Ronki
going
Campbell.
forward, those two.
In lane 3,
This isn't a
representing
bad race to follow.
United States of America, Tori Husk.
Another race that could be a world's final.
In lane 5, representing Sweden,
Campbell.
Sarah Sjöström.
Sarah Querstrom, Bronte Campbell, Jessica Felsner,
And in
Tori
lane
Husk.
4, representing Australia, Kate Campbell.
It's always great to see
50-meter freestyle
Kate
final.
Campbell and Sarah Querstrom go head-to-head. Sure, this is going to be no different. Sarah has the World Cup record and, of course, is the world record holder as well. She set in Fukuoka. In semi-finals, I do believe. 23.61. World Cup record stands at 23.83. Kate Campbell's 24.10 this morning was very impressive and shocked a lot of people, including her, I think. Oh, the women's 50-meter freestyle. Away they go. Campbell in lane 4, Querstrom in 5. Querstrom going well, as is Campbell. It's those two, neck and neck. What a race this is. Querstrom, I think, has a slight edge and gets there. Sarah Querstrom out-touches Kate Campbell to take the win. She does love racing, Sarah Querstrom. Fantastic competitor. And she's gone under 24 seconds, 23.95 for Sarah Querstrom, which is amazing. What a time. Tori Husk came through to take third. Campbell's time 24.11, so very close to that time she produced in the heats. Tori Husk 24.66. Once again, refusing to be beaten. Querstrom. I actually think that Campbell got the better starts. She loves a good fight, does Sarah. And invariably she comes out on top.
Well, we love a 50, especially when it's a 50 free. Ladies, that was a race. I loved it. Sarah, getting your hand to the wall first, though. Must be nice being back racing this one.
Yeah, I love it. It's nice to have a few more girls over 30 in this race.
But all looking so strong. Kate, I've not seen you race in a minute. It's been a long time, a hot minute. You were looking super quick out there.
Yeah, it's so great to be back. The World Cups is one of my favorite series. And to be back racing Sarah, we've had some really good battles over a very long time. I don't even...
16 years?
No, don't say 16 years. There's probably 16-year-olds in that race. But no, it was wonderful.
Awesome. Well, look, it's going to be so fun watching this series progress. And of course, Tori, you were looking quick out there as well. A great start to your weekend. And lots to look forward to as we move through the next coming days and coming weeks.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy with where I am right now, especially since this is just the beginning of the season. So this is just good to see where I am.
Well, you were looking fast. I tell you what, it's going to be a fast sprint throughout the next couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, your incredible top 3.
I wonder how many times they've actually met down the years. Campbell and Querstrom. Fantastic little rivalry, a friendly rivalry it seems to be.
This is the men's 50-meter
So
freestyle final.
Our final action then. In the first finals evening of the World Aquatic Swimming World Cup for Berlin.
Shinri Shaura.
And it's the turn of the men.
In lane 1,
Aussie Isaac Cooper certainly raised a few eyebrows when he produced a time of 21.95 this morning. 19-year-old.
In lane 7, representing Hungary.
Marshall Bass reached 21.65 in this event. Now he produced at the Worlds recently.
In 2 for United States of
Last year's
America,
overall series champion.
Andrew.
Dylan Carter will be one of the threats for the teenager in the final, as he qualified with a time of 22.20.
Representing Netherlands,
As will be the Dutch duo, Kenzo Simons and Stan Peinerberg. And of course, don't rule out American Michael Andrew. We've already seen loves a good race. He also made the final with a time of 22:25.
In lane 5, representing Netherlands, Kenzo Simons. And in lane 4, representing Australia, Isaac Cooper. This is the men's 50-meter freestyle final.
Can Michael Andrew do it again, I wonder? Certainly caught everyone by surprise earlier. So then the final individual event of the evening. And in they go then. Who will rise first and who will rise in front? It's a good start from Peinerberg. So going well is Cooper. Simons as well. Let's pick anyone from 5. And it is Cooper who does take it out. Andrew coming through to take second spot with another crisp finish, you have to say. But it is Isaac Cooper who takes the 10 points and the win, 21.93 his time.
0.15 seconds between those first three athletes in this race. Very
10th of a second ahead of Michael Andrew. Stan Peinerberg taking third spot, 22.04. So just out-touched in the end by Michael Andrew. Another fine swim from him. But Isaac Campbell, or Isaac Cooper rather, looking in fine fettle here in Berlin.
Und da konnte man kaum sehen, wer am Ende die Nase vorne hatte, wenn wir die Elektronik nicht hätten. 21,93 hier die Zeit für Isaac Cooper.
He enjoyed that.
Und nur ein Zehntel dahinter Michael Andrew.
We'll be hearing from him shortly.
Also wahnsinnig nah, auch wenn man sich die anderen Zeiten
anguckt. He goes over to join Poolside reporter John Mason.
Zeitgleich, die beiden Ungarn sogar zeitgleich. 22,12. Was ein Finish.
What a nice way to finish off the night. That was quick. Isaac, I'm going to jump in here because I spoke to you the other day and you said to me you'd been training different things this year coming into this event, like speed, strength, not feeling very fit, and you were going to see how it worked. It seemed to work.
Yeah, I reckon it's doing pretty well. I mean, I've been doing a lot more resistance and being in a big gym block, so I'm not really sure how well I back up, but at least I was able to get one fast one out.
Well, you did. It's going to be interesting to see how it carries you through the next couple of weeks. So, Michael, it's your second time up here tonight. You know, you're always used to swimming a big program, so I guess turning it around that fast isn't a big deal for you.
Yeah, no, it's nice to be able to back it up. I think we haven't raced in a while, so it feels good to know I can do 2 relatively back-to-back. So now we just see if we keep it rolling going into the next 2 days, and then Athens and Budapest.
We'll see. Good luck. And over here, Stan, a nice way to finish off your night, but start your weekend. It was looking quick, and there's some fast boys out there.
Yeah, I really loved it. Surprise for me as well to be in the podium, but I enjoyed it.
Hopefully it's the first of many.
I hope. Thank you.
Look, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Your last individual race of the night. Give it up for your top 3.
Well, there you have it then. It flashed by, didn't it? The first finals evening of the Swimming World Cup here in Berlin. The good news is we'll be doing it all again tomorrow. We'll be back at the same time here at the same venue with more fantastic racing. Until then, this is Simon Wilcox signing off. Bye-bye for now.
Because in a couple of minutes' time, we're going to be having our relay. It is going to be the women's 4x100 meter as we head into Paris Olympic season. These teams want to get in there, get a practice, have a battle, and it's always fun to watch. They're going to put on a show for us. We're going to have a good time. This is the women's 4x100 meter freestyle relay. In lane 3, Team Hungary. In lane 5, Team Netherlands. And in lane 4, Team Australia. This is the women's 4x100 meter freestyle relay.
Ja, und viele fragen sich jetzt, warum wird denn hier eine 4x100 Meter Freistilstaffel geschwommen bei den Damen? Hier gibt es noch nichts zu gewinnen. Ja, muss es ja auch nicht unbedingt, denn die Damen wollen auch mal gucken, wo stehen sie denn im Moment in der Saison in der Vorolympischen und was müssen wir tun, damit wir uns hier noch für Olympia qualifizieren können. Wer sich schon für Olympia qualifiziert hat, das sind die Damen auf der Bahn 4 aus Australien, die ja vor ein paar Wochen, Monaten Weltmeister geworden sind mit Weltrekord 3:27,96 über diese Strecke. Die 4 Damen, die da den Weltrekord geschwommen sind, sind aber nicht hier im Becken. Das sind nämlich 4 andere, allen voran Janil, die hier als erstes im Becken ist. Und die beiden anderen Mannschaften aus Ungarn und den Niederlanden wollen natürlich auch mal gucken, was müssen wir noch tun, damit wir uns qualifizieren. Die Niederländer waren auch bei den Weltmeisterschaften im Finale dabei, nicht auf dem Podium vertreten, aber auf Platz 6 mit einer 3:35,41. Da können die noch schneller. Aktuell der Europarekord, der auch von den Niederländern gehalten wird, liegt bei einer 3:31,72. Was muss getan werden, damit ich hier über die 4x100 bei Olympia mitschwimmen darf? Also entweder Platz 1, 2 und 3 bei den letzten Weltmeisterschaften. Das haben die Australierinnen, die Amerikanerinnen und die Chinesinnen geschafft. Und alle weiteren werden ja, demnächst bei den Weltmeisterschaften dann ermittelt. Insgesamt 24 Teams dürfen dann starten bei Olympia. Also ist noch gut was aufzufüllen und diese 3 Mannschaften geben sich hier ein gutes Battle. Nach den ersten 200 Metern eine zeitgleiche Wende zwischen hier den Australierinnen und den Ungarn 1:51, 1:2 und 2:0. Aber den schnellen Antritt hat jetzt hier Bronte Campbell eben noch 50 Meter Freistil geschwommen und denkt sich hier, guck mal, 50, 100 mache ich nochmal gleich hinten drauf. Geht ja auch wie die Rakete an über die ersten 50 Meter. Hat schon mal eine Menge Vorsprung rausgeschwommen auf die Ungarn. Die Niederländer sind noch knapp dahinter, wollen jetzt aber auch langsam aufholen. Im Moment da im Becken Silke Holkenborg. Gleich als letzte kommt auch eine, die gerade noch im Finale war, über die 50 Freistil, 2. Platz Kate Campbell, die jetzt hier auf die letzten 50 Meter, 100 Meter für die Australierin geht, die jetzt hier schon einen guten Vorsprung von 2 Längen haben. Also da sieht man, dass sie auf jeden Fall Wettkampfwerte haben. Die Damen aus Australien eben noch über die 50 Freistil im Becken und 10 Minuten später ballern hier die 100 Meter noch in Top-Zeiten runter. Alle natürlich deutlich unter einer Minute hier geschwommen. Dahinter entbrennt noch ein Kampf um den 2. Platz zwischen Nicolette Pallard und Jana van Koten, die jetzt hier für die Ungarn und die Niederländer im Becken ist. Auf den letzten 25 Metern macht noch mal ein bisschen Stimmung hier die Leute, die noch in der Halle sind. Für Kate Campbell, die sich hier super auf die letzten 15 Meter kämpft. Nach der Leistung eben über die 50 Meter Freistil nochmal eine Bombenzeit für die Niederländerin hier in der 3:38,44. Super Zeit, die die Niederländerinnen ins Becken bringen. Vor allem nach den beiden Finals eben auf dem 2. Platz in 3:43,96. Die Damen aus Ungarn, gefolgt von den Niederlanden mit der 3:45,65. Official results now on the scoreboard. First on the 4-time 100 meter freestyle in 3 minutes 38.44 from Australia. Second place in 3 minutes 43.96 from Hungary. And on the third place, the Netherlands with a time of 3 minutes 45 seconds at 65.
Well, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our first night of racing here at the World Cups. It's been an amazing one. What a great start. If you haven't got your tickets already, make sure you get some and come back tomorrow. If not, don't forget to tune in, check local broadcasters, or of course, watch us on the World Aquatics YouTube channel. been amazing having you here for night one. Let's see what these athletes can do on night two. Thank you, officials. You've been awesome too. See you later.
Thank you, officials. You may now leave the pool there. Es ist das erste Finale hier beim Weltcup in der zweiten Hälfte gleich noch das Wasser. Vorne Synchronschwimmen zwischen Adi Hofster und Helga Felder. Beide bleiben noch reicht es nicht ganz, aber für den Sieg hier im Finale steht als schnellster an. Herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Bei den Olympischen Spielen und Kampfhänger auf der 4 Victor Johansson hier mit der Vorlauf schnellsten Zeit und Rennen deutlich schneller als der Vormittag. Die Vorsprung vor den anderen Danas Axel. Wir schauen auf die Zeit. 3, 74, 8, 6, seine Zeit hier. Vorsprung vor den anderen Danas Axel. Wir schauen auf die Zeit. 3, 74, 8, 6, seine Zeit hier.
Und die Vorlaufschnellste Kate McCune auf der Bahn der Nummer 4 mit einer 27,502 Zehntel am World Cup Record vorbei. Und vielleicht kann sie den jetzt hier vorne und wird seine Bombenzeit 27,24. Bombenzeit.
Knapp gefolgt von Kane Follows auf der Bahn 5 und von Joshua Edwards Smith bringt sie jetzt auf die letzten 15 Meter. Starker Finish. Man kann es sehen, richtig knapp und wir gucken gespannt auf die Zeit 1,56. So the fastest time in this final 156.64 seconds. The time for Thomas Schickholm in lane 3.
Und hier bin ich natürlich auch auf der Bahn Nummer 5. Katie durchhalten im Zielanschlag, ganz knapp mit einer 2:07,11. Trotzdem eine Bombenzeit, da waren die letzten Meter noch ein bisschen zu lang, aber trotzdem.
And we are off mit der schnellsten Reaktionszeit da auf der Bahn 2. Chengwen Hua. So geht es hier auf diese 100 Meter Schmetterling. Wir schauen gespannt etwas. Vorteil für Michael Andrew. 51,66 Sekunden seine Zeit. Und zweiter 51,69 Sekunden die Zeit für Bahn Armbruster. Und als dritter kommt ins Ziel 52,06.
Dabei gewendet wird hier eine 1:08,41. Das ist knapp über ihrem niederländischen Rekord, den sie hält. 2:21,63 geschwommen in Tim auf. Aber siegt hier in der Zeit von 2:22,13. Sie kommt auch noch mal in die Sim auf. Aber siegt hier in der Zeit von 2:22,13. Sie hat es geschafft und auf den letzten Metern mit dem Endspurt das klar gemacht. Und wir warten noch auf das offizielle Ergebnis.
Und wir warten auf ein spannendes Rennen bereits heute Vormittag mit World Cup Record hier auf der Bahn 4. Haijian Quinn kommt frisch von den wo er Asia-Rekord über die 50 Meter Brust schwimmt. Und das ist hier das größte Rennen dieser Nacht. Looking at the time, 57.69 seconds. Our fastest time here for Haijian Quinn in lane 4. An amazing form here at the World Cup.
Und wenn jetzt keine Stimmung in der Halle kommt, dann bei 23,83 und die beiden Kate Campbell aus Houston hier für den Sieg. Knapper Anschlag und auf der Bahn 5 schlägt sie hier als Erste an.
Schneller als dieses Rennen. Das ist bei dem Weltcuprennen bestimmt nicht. Es wird wahnsinnig eng am Anschlag. 21,93, 21.93 seconds the time for Isaac Cooper in lane 4, coming in as second.